Hello, and welcome to American Aupair Host Mom. Today we're going to talk about how do you keep your overseas Aupair match warm, and how do you build that bond and ensure you're going to have a really great year. For starters, the biggest, most important thing is to have consistent communication. Just because you matched is not over. This is the time that you really need to step it up and put the work into it, investment in that relationship. So you need consistent communication. And when I say that, this is frequent. You might want to say once every week or once every other week, you're going to communicate in some form. And you and your au pair need to decide what form is most appropriate for you. It can be WhatsApp, text, email, Skype, Facebook, any other kind of social media that you're both on. This is probably a conversation that you want to have shortly after matching. So some examples, when I had my first au pair match, we had about 4 months or 3 or 4 months before she was going to arrive in America. So I sent an email every week, usually on Saturday, kind of laying out what my family was up to the week before. If we were going on vacation or if it was just kind of a hangout week and I'd been working all week and stressed and any problems that might come up. This is kind of, again, a careful balance. You're trying to build that bond so that your au pair continues to understand what your family's like and how you deal with things. And you don't want to paint it too rosy because you don't want her to have different expectations and then get here and find out something completely different. So you want to keep her excited, show her some cool things about your area and how you're enjoying that, but you also want to be very transparent with your au pair about the challenges and how you deal with them. So, literally I almost felt like I was writing a diary the first time of, "Dear diary, this is what I did this week." But my au pair tells me when she arrived, she already felt like she knew me really well and she knew my family really well. And I'll say we clicked pretty quickly. I think some of this was luck and some of it was because we had been talking for quite a bit and we'd shared a lot about our daily lives and what we were up to and what we were feeling. So definitely find a way to communicate. I've even heard some other great ideas from other host moms who have said they've let their kids write notes and send them in the mail or do postcards from various places around their local area. And then there's Skype and other video formats like FaceTime. This might be something that you schedule on some, maybe not as frequent, but some kind of frequency. With my second au pair match, she really likes Skyping, just that interactive visual. She can see the whole family, see what we're up to, get a view of our house and where she's coming or going to be coming to. All of this is just the point that you're giving more info and building on that personality and challenges and fun, everything that she's going to be jumping into. And then another thing this communication can do is to prep or get a head start on onboarding your au pair and welcoming that au pair into your home. So a lot of people start to wonder, what do I need to do before my au pair arrives? And definitely you need to have your au pair's room ready. So what does that entail? It can be different for everyone. There's a minimum of things that need to be set, like, they have to have a bed and they have to have a bathroom, and how's that going to work? But beyond that, there are some really great welcoming touches that a lot of people do. I've heard from one host mom who every year would buy a nice comforter set for the bed, and she'd find out what the favorite color of the au pair was so she could choose a custom look so that the au pair would enjoy that when she arrived. Other people make welcome baskets that have to do with the state or country they live in. Try to make something maybe a little different that they haven't experienced. Or you can do that with a combination of treats and welcome gifts that they'll like. And again, you can use your communication time before they get here to find out what's their favorite color, their favorite food, their favorite activity, so that hopefully you can sprinkle a little bit in your welcome basket to them with that. Start preparing welcome signs and things that your kids can welcome them with. And then, logistics of things that they may not have thought about, like the fact that the electric or electricity in your country may be different than yours in regards to the plugs that they'll need. So they'll need some kind of converter kit, or maybe you have things that they can use that they don't need to bring, because luggage space is a premium for an au pair. They're coming here for a year. They want to bring a lot, but they also want to get things while they're here and bring even more back, which can become expensive. So you might want to think about if you're going to provide them a hair dryer or any kind of conversions for their phones, things like that. Those are great conversations to have up front about what they're planning to pack, what you're planning to give to them, and what else they might need or need to think about in preparation for that. Perhaps packing an empty second suitcase so they'll be ready to bring back souvenirs and things in the following year. These are all really great conversations to have up front. And you should have already given them your handbook, but as you get closer, you might want to remind them of certain things or reference that in some of the pictures or conversations or emails that you're having when you're experiencing certain things with your family. These are all some top of mind ideas, but again, communication's key. So go ahead and continue to communicate with your au pair and have a great year. And with that, I'd encourage you to subscribe and check out some of our other au pair videos. Thank you.